What up,
Mm,
what up, what up? This your boy CJ Goodfella back with Colossal Boxing Talk, aka King Goodfella. Introducing my crew. Let's go.
It's your boy Jarrell, aka Big Cool, eating a Pop Tart, watching Sports Center. But yeah,
well, as y'all already know, it's the one and only Smooth Cat in the building, ready to get it in. Let's go.
Go ahead, Mike. This show. Let's go.
All right, all right. First thing we can talk about today is we're gonna talk about Brandon Baba Jennings versus Mike Perez. So I'm gonna let Jarrell get the first word. So what do you think of this fight, Jarrell?
easy work for
Mr.
Jennings.
Alvarez.
Easy work for Jennings. Nah, it's still Jasper, but that shit, Facebook fucking me over with that shit. I ain't never making that bet again. But Perez a good fighter, man. A very good, skillful fighter, powerful fighter. But his stamina, he like the heavyweight version of Canelo Alvarez. Nah, not for real. But he definitely has stamina issues, as we seen against the big, I don't know, the big African dude, take him, whatever. And he gassed in that fight, and I expect him to lose. You know, I expect him to thoroughly get beat because I think Brian Jennings is on another level. You know what I'm saying? He got good stamina. He's active. He lets his hands go. He love to put his body on you, and they pretty evenly match as far as height and size. So I think that Jennings get the unanimous decision and set himself up for a potential matchup with Wilder or Stavern later on down the line.
Okay, okay. All right, CJ, let's hear it.
I got Mike Perez losing to Brian Baba Jennings. I think Jennings is the complete package, the best American heavyweight besides Burmester Vern. He's like a mini Holyfield fight anyway. Not the biggest, not the strongest, not the fastest. Very athletic. Different, always in shape. Very strong. I mean, he got some good combinations, good body punching. He's the most he probably the most well-rounded heavyweight this side of the Klitschko. But I expect him to beat Mike Perez fairly easy. I mean, after the Taken fight, I think the Moscow fight took something out of Mike Perez, took his killer instinct out, and I think he lost to Taken. In my opinion, I think that fight showed that he wasn't mentally back. But never know. But I got Brian Jennings unanimous decision.
Okay, okay. Now, hey, I like the point you brought up, CJ, about the Magdamon fight taking some from because that's what I was gonna say. Because I've noticed ever since that fight, it's like he doesn't have that fire, that passion that he had while he was fighting Magdamon. Because in the ring, he was very impressive in that fight. But it's like once he saw that once Magdamon was actually hurt, it's like it took something away from him mentally. And me in this fight, I think going up against a guy like Brandon Baba Jennings, who still has his mental capacity and I mean he has a goal set that he wants to become the heavyweight champion because he's been overlooked because everybody's more impressed with Wilder and his KOs. I believe Jennings is going to come in this one looking for a KO himself, and I got Jennings stopping Mike Perez in 6.
Mm.
6. That's a little bit early. Mike Perez got a good chin.
Yeah,
He,
because
he, he got a good chin, but I believe you know what? Yeah, 6 rounds.
but I kind of see what Mike going with that because Jennings does work the body. You know what I'm saying? He does work the body. He loves to get on the inside and wear his guys down that way. But you never know. Perez is a talented guy, so
But
you
the
can
thing
easily
is,
see him.
I think by Perez, I think his by his heart not fully being into boxing, this is the most dangerous fight he could have took for himself. I
Oh,
believe his management.
I don't know
maybe
about that. I don't know about that.
maybe he could just get over it. Maybe he could just get over it. He just got over the Moscow thing. You never know. He might have to kill his shit back.
I don't think he's over it. I don't.
But then you can't fault a guy from being okay. That's just like,
Right.
you know, you know what I'm saying. You did that to a guy with your hands unintentionally, but
True.
like that happened in the history of boxing. So
But see,
hope.
I say like this. Okay, like a guy like Duran. Now, if Duran say if Duran would have killed somebody, Duran would have been the type, he would have rest in peace and that, and then he would have came out the next fight still trying to take your head off. But Perez after that fight, it's like he doesn't put everything into his punches anymore. It's like he's punching people. It's like he's not punching with his full capacity. And to me, like I say, in a fight against a guy like Brandon Jennings, who's trying to get his name out there amongst the casuals and everything like that, Baba Jennings is going to come in this fight with something to prove, and I think he's going to get a stoppage.
I don't see no stoppage going for
Jim getting dropped.
Who, Perez?
Yeah, I can see him getting dropped later on in the fight once he's tired and shit. Maybe he can get a TKO stoppage, but I think Perez got a good chin. He took Mozgov's, if I pronounce his name right, punches, and he was a big puncher.
Yeah, I like his chin. I think it's gonna go to the cards. I think if anybody get knocked out, it'd be Jennings.
We gonna find a lot out about Jennings though, man. You know, we all think he the real deal, but you know, we can't sleep on Perez, even though we know what his mental whereabouts are right now. You know, yeah, capacity is. He can come out there and put the brakes on, whoop the hell out of Jennings, because it ain't like he no scrub or no second tier heavyweight prospect.
By no means is he a scrub.
He a first tier prospect, but he ain't no first tier contender yet because he ain't stepped up to that level. But as far as prospect, he a first tier prospect like Jennings is.
You got anything else to say, CJ?
No, I said pretty much all I think I was gonna say about the fight.
Okay. Now the next topic we're gonna get into. Hey, we're gonna get into your boy Rigondeaux pulling his version of Floyd Mayweather on that poor guy over the weekend. What y'all think about that?
Didn't see the fight, so I can't even give you my thoughts on it. I've been working so much, but I heard about it, but I didn't get to see it. I had to check that out when I get off with y'all.
I seen it, and I think it was clean. I mean, the other guy didn't want to beat her after the head, but he knew what time it was. In the first round, he felt a couple of those Rigondeaux sharp punches. He know he didn't want to be there no more. He been stretched before. He just got, he should have been ready. He got stretched with a two-piece.
You know what? Now, when I first saw it, I was like, damn. Rigondeaux, hey, that's how you getting down. Then after I watched it again, I said, you know what? I blame the ref because the referee was supposed to give him at least up to 5 minutes to recover. He never did that. The ref was trying to rush him back into the fight, which was wrong. So I blame the ref for it happening like that. But honestly, the reason why I think Rigondeaux went on and gave him the two-piece and finished him is because Rigondeaux, that was his last fight under Top Rank, and he's looking forward to what's next on his apple card. So either is he gonna sign with Golden Boy, or is he gonna go over there and sign with Heyman and be Slash on the Golden Boy card?
Ain't nobody gonna want to sign Rigondeaux because they don't want to put their cash cows up against him. He's just gonna freelance for a while, probably fight some dudes over in Europe, and do a tour over in Europe for a while. You ain't gonna hear from Rigondeaux for a while. Nobody gonna want to sign him.
You know what though? But see now the thing is now Heyman is known for getting slick boxers of Rigondeaux's caliber and bringing them over and trying to turn them into stars. You don't think Heyman will bite at the opportunity to try to turn them into a star?
I don't think so. I don't think nobody wants to deal with Rigondeaux because he's born, and he don't want to sacrifice Leo Santa Cruz to him. But he might pick him up just to pick him up, but I don't know. Really don't know. Like, Rigondeaux's got a bad rap.
Yeah, he does have a bad rap. But you know what? Now a thing that's kind of interesting to me about the Santa Cruz fight, I hear a lot of people say like they think Rigondeaux will run right through him. But then if you look at style-wise what Santa Cruz does, Santa Cruz is he's a swarmer. And swarmers usually give boxers hell of a times because a boxer can't evade all those punches. And we all know Santa Cruz, he lets his hands go. He every round at least throwing over, I think it's over 100 and some punches.
I think I think he can't take Rigondeaux's power being open that much. Rigondeaux hit him too cleanly. I think he'll be stopped on the cut or he'll get stopped. Rigondeaux, I think the more punches you throw, the better Rigondeaux you'll get. Somebody just, that's what I think.
You said what you say, CJ?
I said the more I said somebody was LeBron James, Chris Bosh your ass.
No, that's my little brother.
Photo bomb.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Leon Santa Cruz will get stopped either way. I mean, he ain't being Rigondeaux.
Only thing I can say about that one, I think that fight would be a lot closer than a lot of people anticipate. But don't get me wrong. Now Rigondeaux deserves the respect he's getting because of his talent and his skills. But I believe Santa Cruz will give him a tougher fight than a lot of people are expecting.
I think Carl Frampton will give him the best fight.
Carl Frampton give Rigondeaux his best fight?
Yep. Either one. I think that's the one that can trouble him. The rest of them, the Scott Quiggs and the Leo Santa Cruzes, they ain't ready yet. Carl Frampton, the closest one that can beat him right now.
That's interesting. I don't know. When I think of Frampton is good, but I honestly think Frampton is tailor-made for Leo Santa Cruz to an extent. I think it'll be a good scrap overall. But I think if they fight, I see Santa Cruz getting him out of there kind of late. Maybe 10th, 11th round.
Maybe so, but I think I favor Frampton. He does some things well. He experienced. I like him a little bit better. I'm not big on Santa Cruz. I'm big on Santa Cruz, but I don't know. I mean, he ain't fought nobody yet, so.
That's understandable. That what was I gonna say? Now the thing that'll get real interesting with Golden Boy is if especially with the Cold War, with them talking about ending it. Now, if we can get a matchup of let's say, matchup everybody was looking forward to a few years ago, Donaire versus Mares, how would you see that one playing out?
Donaire by knockout. Left hook.
He's short and sweet, huh?
Yep, short and sweet. Left hook, knock Mares out. Mares looked like he a more patient fighter. He not as anxious. I don't think people thought he was being tentative in that last fight, but it was just him being more patient and being and learning the boxing to stay on the outside a little bit more. And I see where Virgil Hunter is trying to take his career at now as being a more smarter and a thinking man's fighter. I think that will serve Ivan Mares once he learned how to do it 100% a lot better than him being an old seek and destroy Mares.
True. I agree with that assessment. Honestly, I feel if Donaire and Mares fight now, I would favor Mares to beat him, and I'm not just saying it because I'm a Mares fan, because I'm also a fan of Donaire. But I believe that if Mares takes a page out of his old book and what he did in I'm looking dead at the guy, but I can't say his name.
Ponce de Leon?
No, not Ponce de Leon. It's the guy at 122.
Oh, you talking about the African?
Yeah.
Talking about Moreno?
Yeah, Moreno. I was gonna say no Sean Moreno. But yeah, if he takes a book out of what he did in the Moreno fight, constant pressure, not letting him breathe, I believe he'll beat Donaire that way. But if he get in the middle of the ring and try to trade with Donaire, then I see Donaire knocking him out.
I think Donaire knocks him out whatever way he brings it, because he showed he can be hurt and be knocked out. Now he gonna be left hook happy all night. He gonna catch him at least one time with that left hook. That's how I see it.
Yeah, that's possible. Now, what do you think of a potential Nicholas Walters versus Mr. Vasyl Lomachenko?
That's a good one. Oh man, that's a good fight. That's a pick 'em fight right there.
Right, I'm in the air on that one too. But I would favor Walters. I
would favor Walters as well. just because of the power, and he showed some ability. I don't know. Lomachenko get hit a lot too.
He does, and another thing, I think even though amateur background, Lomachenko is well more seasoned. I think as a pro with Walter so far, I like the path he's going so far. He's always fighting good fighters. His last fight with Darchinyan, even though Darchinyan was people been saying he was a blown up featherweight. I don't necessarily too much agree with it, but he's kind of somewhat was. But only thing I say, I think in this, if they fight, I would favor Walters to win. I'm not gonna say by KO or.
He'll knock his ass out if you win. He'll knock Lomachenko out if he was to win. I was gonna keep it real. He'll knock him out.
Like you say, it's definitely a possibility, but I don't know. Hey, Lomachenko showed me a few things in a Russell fight that I was like, okay, you know what? He got the goods, this, and that. Now,
Hey, Nicholas Waters ain't no Russell. He a big boy.
yeah, right. Walters is he's like the Tommy Hearns of the featherweight division.
He a big featherweight.
Yes, he is. About 5'8", with a 70, I think a 73-inch reach. That's
Damn.
huge down there at featherweight.
Hell yeah, that's unnatural right there.
Man, shit. But honestly though, I think another interesting fight for Lomachenko is Gradovich. But I don't know. I like Gradovich. I like his heart. I like the way he fights. But I believe Lomachenko will beat Gradovich.
It'd be a good
Great
fight.
fight.
It'd be a good fight. I'll take Lomachenko. Unanimous decision.
All right. Now the next topic. We can talk on. You let us know already on your video what you think of GGG versus Gale. But since we here live now, give us a little more insight from you.
Golovkin versus Gill. I think it's gonna be an excellent fight. I think Gill gonna win some early rounds because Golovkin starts off a little cold and slow. I think it's gonna be all about Golovkin cutting off the ring and taking away Gill angles. And the faster he do that, the faster he win the fight. But I think Gill is gonna produce some issues for Golovkin with the footwork and with his erky-jerky movement. He does a lot of feints and a lot of erky-jerky type things in the ring. Moves his head well, bends his knees well. I think that's gonna get Triple G a little bit of problems. But once he start, and then the only thing that concerned me about Gill is if he'd be able to take the power of Golovkin, can he take it to the body and to the head, and long enough to execute his game plan before Golovkin adjusts. But if Golovkin doesn't adjust and lets Gill athletic ability take off and Gill can take that power, we could pretty much see an upset going down. But I think Golovkin gets him out of there in 8.
Okay. How I see this fight so far, I see it like this. Like you say, Gill does. He does have those very awkward angles he comes from, and he's kind of he's cagey / wild to an extent with certain things, but that's what makes him so good because he has an element that you can't predict sometimes. But in this fight, I think early on I can see him taking like the round one. I can see him taking round one because Golovkin trying to fill him out. But what I do catch with Gill is when you hit Gill and you hit him hard, Gill is the type, he likes to come right back at you immediately. And sometimes he does it quite stupidly. I'm not calling him stupid, but he does. He makes a lot of amateurish type mistakes in the rings, and I can see him lunging and getting caught. But I don't think he's gonna get knocked out early. I think this would be one. I see GGG reeling them in, cutting them off, and getting them in the corners. I see Golovkin getting them out of there in 5 rounds with a left hook to the body. I see him getting Gill out of there in 5.
I think that's a little bit early, but I can pretty much see that happening. Golovkin is a big puncher, and I think his punching power is pretty much the difference maker for him. And if he lands to the body, I think Gil can take it for a while. He'd be more manlier than Matthew Macklin was, but
Right.
you never know.
But you you know something else about this fight that they're like the thing is this because I keep hearing a lot of people say this. They saying they want to see like a big puncher test Golovkin chin. I wouldn't call Gil the biggest puncher, but Gil does have power in his hands. And so this is another fight where we can kind of see if see about GGG's chin. Me, I believe he has a pretty good sturdy chin because
The Curtis
like I
Stevenson
said,
fight showed
right,
that he had a chin. That was
right.
enough
That's
for me.
exactly what I was going to say. That's exactly what I was going to come out and say. I believe the Stevenson fight showed he had a chin, and what's the other fight he had? The fight with Proska, who Proska was, I won't call him an elite puncher, but he was a big puncher too, and he was taking his shots and just kept coming. But,
Yeah, I watched that fight. There was a generic version of Sergio Martinez.
right, exactly. But so you got Gale in 8, I got him in 5, and we'll find out.
I had
Big
Triple
Cool.
G. Triple G I had.
Right.
I had
Excuse me. Hey, I got Golovkin in 5, and you got Golovkin in 8. So we'll find out Big Cool and Mouse's predictions sometime later on down the line. But also on the scale from 1 to 10, how disappointed are you that Chisora broke his hand and now the Fury fight's not happening?
10.
I agree. I agree.
I'm looking forward to that fight. That was some bull. I know Tyson Fury heated.
You know what? When I heard about it, I'm like, damn. Man, I was so looking forward to that fight.
Tony Thompson said he'd take the fight on short notice.
But you know what? I think Tony Thompson is kind of dangerous for Fury because Fury gets hit a lot clean and Fury gets dropped hard by cruiserweights. I think if Tony Thompson
that was one
Tony
time,
Thompson
man.
might put him out.
That was one time.
Right, but he still got dropped.
He walked into a punch. All right, he got back up and knocked him out.
Right, he was supposed to knock him out. He was 6'9", 250 pounds compared to a 6'2", 217-pound man. He was supposed to knock him out.
Hey, like I said, that was just a lucky punch. No, not a lucky punch, just a good time punch.
Man,
Caught him off guard. Gil was gonna beat the shot, Chisora. Chisora knew that.
No, see, the reason why he caught Fury is because Fury does what he always do: stick his long neck in the air and step back like that, and he went right with that overhand right. And only thing I'll say with that punch, if he would have landed that punch at 2 degrees, if he'd have turned his wrist a little more, he'd have knocked him out. But I mean, that's all hearsay now because we all know the fight turned around and Fury ended up winning. But hey, I think Tony Thompson is very dangerous for Tyson Fury. Very dangerous.
It'd be a good fight. I still favor Fury.
He should be favored, but I think in this one, man, hey, like Floyd Mayweather say, if he makes any mistakes, he has to pay. Any mistakes in this one, he get dropped.
Might be Tony Thompson known for pulling upsets of European fighters.
Yep.
He known for that. So I don't know, but I don't know if Tyson Fury gonna take that challenge.
I don't know. I mean, see, with this short of time, I can see him not accepting it. But I mean, he already in fight shape, so hey, why not make it happen?
True.
Now, another heavyweight fight that was recently called off due to an injury. Here we go again on the scale of 1 to 10. How disappointed about
20.
And Wild?
20. Stavern pulled. That was a Don King movie pull. What shit wrong with his hand?
You don't think so?
Hell no. He just sparring the other day, not his hand injury. Come on, man. They did that to hold on to that heavyweight crown a little bit longer. Yeah, I think he's scared of Wilder.
You know what? I don't think he's scared of Wilder. I think Stavern got that confidence in himself that he honestly believes that he's the best heavyweight in the world. In his mind, he does. I'm not saying he's not good, but he believes he's better than everybody.
Yeah, he got that confidence, but I think, man, him pulling this fuckboy move, man, that ain't right. He robbing the fans of at least one good fight before the year end.
Yeah, but you know what? If I'm exact, I heard them earlier talking about Vladimir might be trying to fight him to get that belt, the WBC belt.
No way. No way. I will not fight Vladimir Klitschko for that belt. That belt had to stay in America. Fuck that. I will not fight him for that belt. No way, no how.
Hey, but you know something else that's kind of interesting, right? Now Fury has already been training, trying to get ready, and we know Hay still trying to make a fight to come back in October. Now, would that be interesting to get them to
David Hay
stand
wouldn't
on the
do
line
it.
and fight each other?
David Hay wouldn't do it.
Why not?
He ain't want no parts of Tyson Fury, man. He don't want to do it, man. He gonna fight somebody like a Povetkin or something like that.
Hey, that's a tough fight for him too.
Yeah, Povetkin. I think he outclassed Povetkin though.
Yeah, I think he'll stop Povetkin.
Yeah, I think he would too, similar to the Chisora fight. Povetkin pretty good though.
Yeah, he is good. You know what? Honestly, what's the guy name? That's like honestly, if I was Hay, shit, fight Chisora. I'm not Chisora. I mean, what's the Areola is what I meant to say.
Yeah, he'd be Ariola though.
And that's a good fight to come back and to look good in, because don't get me wrong, I like Chris Arreola, but Chris Arreola is not on Davis Hayes' level in my opinion.
Nope.
All right. We got what's another good topic? All right. Mayweather and Maidana, they live press conferences. They've been getting a little heated of late.
Trying to sell that fight.
Exactly. I believe. I also believe that for me, the ultimate power move Maidana can make. If I was him, I would get my team to get in contact with T.I. T.I. walk me for the Mayweather fight.
Yeah, I would pay to see that. The ring walk alone.
Hey, that's mental warfare at its best. That's the type of shit that'll have. I'm not saying it'll have Floyd shook, by no means, but it's some shit that would get in Floyd's head. I could see Floyd looking like, no, the fuck he didn't.
That would be dope. That would be like the best ring walk ever. Madonna would be the best ring walk ever.
Hey, you know the song Madonna should come out to?
What?
Quit telling people you my partner, homie. You don't know me.
Yeah.
There, what's up, man? Hey, the arena be jumping. Everybody be trying to see what's gonna happen. If T.I. gonna do something. You know what?
Pay-per-view numbers go up even more.
Man, dude, it'll shoot them numbers out the roof. They'll sell about 2 million.
T.I. and Floyd Mayweather after the fight.
Right. Say in the MGM Grand parking lot. Man.
Showtime camera's gonna be out there too. It's gonna be part of the little last episode.
Man, they say all access epilogue.
T.I. getting worked over.
Man, you ain't never lied. But only thing I can say, hey, that man got hard though. But I think Floyd was kind of out of line for talking about how he fucked his wife though.
What did he say? I didn't hear what he said.
Somebody asked him, "What about Tiny?" He was like, "Yeah, I fucked T.I.'s bitch." That was his exact words. I was like, you know what?
That's disrespectful.
Very disrespectful. And my Stephen A. Smith voice, it was just so disrespectful.
Very disrespectful. But let's go ahead and wrap this up. Shit,
All right, all right.
Go
Well,
ahead.
all right, y'all. This is gonna be the end. This is your boy Smooth Cat, and I'm out.
This your boy CJ Goodfella. I'm out. Cool. Hold on, I ain't out yet.